Hello, my JAMAICANOMICS collective. I'm going to take a slightly different direction right now. I want you to hear me out, right? For many years, right, I didn't really realize that the books that I was actually reading were slowly changing, strategically rewiring my mind and the way that I think about money, discipline, and purpose. And best of all, the way that I began to see Caribbean wealth. It's amazing. Let's get right into the video. So, I'm going to share with you the 10 books that literally it literally rewired the way that I think about Caribbean economic power. Let's get right into the video, shall we? Book number 1, Atomic Habits, and this is by a guy by the name of James Clear, right? This book explains how daily small habits compound over time to create massive changes in your life. And already, my dad had taught me to be a very disciplined person. So naturally, I gravitated towards these books. But I want to share with you how important it is, right, to have a different mindset. And reading is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Instead of focusing on big goals, the author teaches us or teaches me how to focus on tiny improvements daily, every single day, that eventually produces extraordinary results. Now, Success My Jamaicanomics Global Collective is built through very small, repeated habits done consistently over time. Number 2, book number 2, Money, Master the Game. This is by a guy that many of you might have heard about. He's very popular. He's been around for 30, 40 years. His name is Tony Robbins. That book shifted a lot of things in my mind. Tony Robbins, what he does, he breaks down how the financial systems in the Western society works and how everyday people can begin to build long-term financial security. This book, My Jamaicanomics Global Collective, it explains investment strategies, financial planning, and how to avoid the traps like over consumerism that keeps many people stuck financially. It allows you to have an understanding of how money systems is just as important as earning money. Book number 3, Finding Niches Made Easy. This book is by Christine Playfield. And when I began to read that book, that's what truly opened my eyes to Jamaicans and the global Caribbeans are missing. That book taught me how Jamaicans and the global Caribbeans are missing 95% of the ways that we can make money. Because, can I say something to you? Tourism is only 5%. Let me say it again. Tourism, beach tourism, not the tourism, I'm sorry. Beach tourism, my Global Jamaicanomics Collective, is only 5% of the wealth of Jamaica and the global Caribbean. Because the people are actually the investments. The people, you and I. The book teaches an important business principle. Success often comes through solving specific problems for specific people. All right, I'm from Jamaica. Let me ask my Jamaicans in the chat a question. Please engage in the chat. I'm asking you. I need you to engage me in the chat. Right? Has Hurricane Melissa exposed enough problems in Jamaica? Yes, it did. Hurricane Melissa exposed 1,000,001 problems. So many problems. And God is saying, I'm shifting the colonial systems back into the modern system. I'm giving you now the opportunity with AI and your years of westernized experience to come back to Jamaica and the global Caribbean and begin to do niche businesses, micro businesses. Let me ask you a question. Did you know my Global JAMAICANOMICS Collective, you don't need $1 million a year to live in the Caribbean and live extremely well. You already have the beaches, you already have organic food, you have the rivers, you have fish, you have some of the most amazing fruits and vegetables. My God, you can get breadfruit literally free, ackee free, nesberry free, pineapple free. I mean, I'm telling you, we just have to buckle down and discipline ourselves. Instead of trying to serve everybody, like what most Jamaicans, I'm talking about Jamaicans now, most Jamaican farmers serve everybody. Instead of niching down, one sell a complete variety, 5 varieties of yam. So when the hotel industry can negotiate and say, listen, I can give you all the yam you need. So they're going to say, all right, then we can depend on Mass John to give us the 5 varieties of yam we need for the tourists who are coming. Then you have another set of Jamaicans farmers who focus on fruits like, all right then, pineapple, bananas, oranges, and that's all you focus on. But what I noticed with a lot of Jamaicans is that you do copycat businesses. You see somebody down there planting this and you go plant it too. You're making less money. The riches is in the niches. Focus. Here's the point I'm trying to get to you with this book. Focus opportunities often produces stronger businesses and more money. God, I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that years ago. Book number 4, The Aladdin Factor. This is by a guy by the name of Jack Canfield, right? One of the most powerful lessons in this book is that many opportunities come when people are willing to ask for help, ask for guidance, and ask for opportunity. How do you think I know all of this information? I read, I ask. I would never, my JAMAICANOMICS Global Collective, been able to purchase a newer van when my van suddenly died on me. Am I saying it's perfect now and easy? No. But I went out and asked for help and somebody helped me with the down payment. Saved me a lot of stress. Many people limit themselves because they never ask the right questions or seek the right connections. Here is the main point in this book that I want you to get. Sometimes doors open simply because someone dared to ask. And sometimes God is allowing the door to stay closed because one of the kingdom principles in the Bible, you do not have because you do not ask. And when you ask the wrong way. You ask for the wrong thing. Book number 5, The Ambition Decisions. Powerful book by Hanya Schnack, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, and Elizabeth Wallace. This book explores how ambition shapes direction of your life and the decisions that you make. Not nobody else, just you. It highlights the importance of intentionally choosing growth. Intentionally choosing growth. Let me say it again. Intentionally choosing growth instead of simply drifting through life. Here is a point I need you to get. Ambition must be guided by purpose and discipline and vision. That's the main points in the book. Book number 6. Self-Discipline in 10 Days. This one is by the author's name, Theodore Bryant. Now, the book focuses on the psychology of self-discipline and how people can overcome procrastination and hesitation. It emphasizes turning ideas, all those opportunities in Jamaica and the global Caribbean, into action and developing the mental strength required to follow through on goals. One day at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. There's a saying that goes like this, and honestly, my Global Jamaicanomics Collective, I don't know who said it. It says, the journey of a million miles begins with one single step. You know, let me tell you a quick story. When I wanted to start this YouTube channel, do you know this idea came to me 3 years ago? But because I had the trauma in my mouth, I was so embarrassed for my mouth. And the Holy Spirit kept prompting me and say, the Caribbean is waking up slowly, but they are still colonized and they need help. And your experience is very, very, very personal to this situation. You've been through category 5 storms. You're qualified for this. And people will listen to you. And I keep saying to ChatGPT when my mouth, and ChatGPT said, people don't care about all of that right now because that can change. People need help. And I got up one day and I said, God, I don't want to, because I do career work and it's a very lovely company. They pay on time. It pays really well for 64 years old. That's how I pay my bills. But I said, as I get older, I need a better vision for myself, right? And I've been through a lot. One day I'm going to just tell you my story, but not yet. Because that is not going to help you directly right now. The information that I'm giving you is what I want you to get so you can understand. And I'm telling you, it helps you to turn ideas into action and develop the mental strength required to follow through on goals. Here is the main point of this book. Ideas only become powerful when action follows them. And I decided to take action to do this YouTube channel. Book number 7, Beyond Business by Lonnie Geiger. This book explores how business can become, and in the case we're talking about Caribbean micro businesses, can become vehicles for positive changes in society. It explains what companies, even very small companies, do, and individuals with individual businesses can be built around values, purpose, and community impact. Isn't that amazing? The main point I want you to get from this book is that business can be used as a tool to transform communities. And when you transform communities, you transform the parishes. And when you transform the parishes, you transform the entire Jamaica. And when you transform Jamaica, you can also help to transform the global Caribbean. One moment, one step at a time. Book number 8. How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'm very sure most of you have heard of it, especially if you're over the age of 35, 40. This book is a classic. It teaches powerful principles about communication, leadership, and building strong relationships. It emphasizes empathy. Do you notice that a lot of our children right now don't have the kind of empathy? The parents spend time and money and energy and sacrifice on them, and they neglect the parents. And there's another side to it, narcissistic abuse, which we're not even going to get into because that is something that I've been through, but I'm healed from it. Right? So this book talks about principles about communication, leadership, and building strong relationships. It emphasizes empathy, understanding people's perspectives, and creating positive influence through respect. Here is the point I wanted to get from this book, my Global Jamaicanomics Collective. Success in life and business often depends on how well you relate to other people, how well you control your emotions. Book number 9, Common People in the Hands of an Uncommon God. Oh my God, amazing book, amazing. This is by a guy by the Max Lucado. He's a Christian. This book reflects on how ordinary, regular individuals, do you know who those regular individuals are? You, my Global Jamaicanomics Collective, my Global Jamaicanomics Rebuilders over 40, you are the ordinary individuals that can accomplish extraordinary things when you align your life with purpose and faith. And that's why I'm calling you to align yourself with this movement, the Jamaicanomics Global Collective Movement. It reminds the readers that impactful lives are often built through humility and service. That's one of the greatest books because my dad was such a humble man, but powerful. Powerful, but humble. The point I wanted to get from this book is great purpose often grows from ordinary beginnings. And that's what this whole channel is about. Ordinary, no drama, no nothing. Ordinary. You notice I sit down, let me tell you something. I don't even know my global JAMAICANOMICS collective how to what you call this thing? How to edit videos. I don't know that yet. But I began to make a start because I said, oh my God, I can't edit. Oh my God, I can't. No, just start. And people are beginning to slowly but surely listen to me, and I love that. And I appreciate every single one of you who come because we are ordinary people who can achieve extraordinary things working together. Book number 10, The Essentials, Becoming a Team Maker. This book highlights the importance of leadership and teamwork in achieving meaningful goals. Let me step back and say something. If you guys are afraid of the word leadership and say, oh, I'm not a leader. Yes, every person in the world is a leader. Nobody in the world has the same DNA. No Jamaican has the same exact DNA. Even though I was born, my brother and sister and I were born to the same mom and dad, we don't have the exact same thing. Because can I tell you something? I took more from my dad. My brother took more from my mother, a good part of my father. My sister, 50-50. It explains, this book, The Essentials, explains how strong teams and collaboration can multiply impact far beyond what one individual can accomplish alone. And this is why the Chinese are so wealthy. This is why the Asians are so wealthy. And Jamaicans quarrel with them. But they are literally living a biblical principle. Two are better than one. Two get a better return for the work. You see what Jesus said? I and my Father are one. So where you get this whole individualistic thing, please kick it to the door. And I'm not saying that there are certain things you're not supposed to do on your own. God forbid, yes. But let me tell you something. Collaboration multiplies impact far beyond what one individual can do, because one individual burns out. Even when there's a saying that goes in a multitude of counsel, there's wisdom. Here's what I want you to get from this book. No great vision succeed without strong teams. Here's my closing message to you. When I look back at these books, I do realize my global JAMAICANOMICS collective, that they help me see the world differently. They help me to understand discipline. They help me to understand opportunity. They help me to understand that even small ideas can grow into something amazing that can help people. And we're at that crossroads today in Jamaica and the global Caribbean. Now, let me ask you something. I'm going to call you to action because you've been a lot of you have been just listening and not subscribing. Please subscribe. If you want more of this content, please subscribe. Because what I observe with a lot of Jamaican and Caribbean channels, they talk about this one getting killed and that one getting unalive and this one carry gossip, and so I'm tired of it. It's time for us to really focus on what is truly going to rebuild Jamaica. So if you're a Caribbean diaspora and you're sick and tired of all the garbage that's out there, subscribe. And you're thinking, number 2, about building something meaningful in your life, especially over the age of 40 and beyond, for your future of your community, I encourage you to explore these ideas further and these books. I've created something called the JAMAICANOMICS Rebuilders Guide, and I need your support on this. It's really a very good guide. I spent quite a bit of time on it. It's not perfect, but it's a good guide. It will really open up your mind to begin to start thinking in a particular way. I share principles and strategies about economic empowerment and rebuilding Caribbean opportunity. If you are interested, you can find the link in this video. Go ahead. There are 2 free guides there too. One is a mindset renewal. It will help you to begin to show you how your mindset been limited. My mindset was limited. And it wasn't that bad, but it was still limited. And then there's another one that talk about just a snippet, a quick start guide. And both of those are free. Let me say something to you in the final closing. My Jamaicanomics Global Collective. Sometimes the future of a community begins with something very simple: a new idea, a new way of looking at something old, a new book, or a new way of thinking. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. Now go ahead, get the Jamaicanomics Rebuilders Guide. Go ahead, subscribe. I'm not begging you. You know you need it. Subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you for taking this past 20 minutes.